Alright, so we're going to Smashville, Beachville, if you will, Starterville, Trashville, whatever you want to call it.
I think the key to Flashfire's gameplay here is he's going to need to be really patient. Like, I would think that Sheik probably has one of the better punishes, like ways to anti-approach, basically, like flip Sonic trying to come in and be over-eager.
Uh-oh.
Tech chases.
Alright, gets out of it.
I feel like abusing his like grounded like speed, you know, and like not trying to just go in all the time.
Yeah, Flashfire was doing well when we first got out of the gate. He would do a hit and he would run away. Guerrilla warfare tactics.
Yep.
Kind of what he needs to do.
Yeah,
that was a good read of the kill.
I don't know too much about this matchup. I feel like it would be pretty difficult for Sonic. I feel like this is Sonic is the type of character that like Sheik would do pretty strong against, being a semi-fast faller.
Yeah, Sonic, he has a lot of very good matchups in this game.
Yeah.
Sheik is not one of them.
I would not imagine so.
And you're seeing Drephen take full advantage of this.
Then again, Donkey Kong's not exactly an ideal choice either.
No, he's not. I'd rather have Sonic than DK in this matchup still. But there's crazy things that Sonic can do to evade some of Sheik's good chain grabs. You can down B cancel out of just about anything, which I'd like to see Flashfire do more. I haven't seen him use down B yet. He's only used side B.
Sure. Maybe it's not a tool he has in his arsenal yet. Although I often find too, like when you're playing like against like a top player, it can be really easy to forget the tools you have available to you and kind of get like, oh, tunnel vision a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good pick up with the F smash. Not trying to get four stocked again. Oh man, it's tough because on this stage you can't go that low to try and recover, but at the same time, going high seems like a free punish for Sheik.
Yep, that's gonna be death. He just had way too much damage on him. Sometimes you wind up in a unfortunate place where no matter what hits you, you're gonna die.
Totally.
I will give Flashfire this credit though. He has been utilizing Sonic's up tilt in a lot of situations that you wouldn't think that would be a move used, and he's been doing well with it. He's been possibly converting it into many things, and that's been as good, like his go-to setup option.
So this is something that I feel like is a habit that like low or mid-level players, not to say anything about the skill of Flashfire. This is my first exposure to him, but I know because I do this, and I've seen this in a couple of sets already. Not respecting when your opponent's on stage, trying to just come back on stage with an aerial, right? Like, and then just eating a huge punish or just like dying because you didn't try to grab the ledge, you just tried to come back on the stage.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like something to be cognizant of. Trying to take advantage of situations where you have invincibility, like grabbing the ledge. Give yourself the best chance you can.
So Flashfire switching back to Donkey Kong, he looked at me while we were in between matches and just shrugged, like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
This guy's really good. And that can happen. Sometimes you get paired against guys who are very good, but he's looking a lot better. I mean, Sheik does beat DK, but if you know the character a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like, Sheik beats DK, Kirby's abysmal. Like, that's the difference between the two matches we just saw from him. Maybe he can make a little bit more out of this than a floaty.
Yep, definitely.
Flashfire does have an unfortunate bad rolling habit, so if he does watch this earlier, and I hope he does, he rolls a lot more than probably he should.
Definitely.
And if you're going to roll as an evasion tool instead of wave dash, like if you've only gotten to such a point in the game, where wave dashing is not always your go-to option, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you spam roll, you will get punished, especially in this game.
That was almost a 0 to death, I think. Or at least strong combo to death.
Good read though on the roll up.
Yeah, good coverage too. Like up smash is definitely a really strong option, I think, on PS2. Since there's no third platform, so when you get caught, there's nowhere to escape to but down.
Flashfire had a really good spot dodge there and tried to convert it into cargo up throw double back air, but there is a frame window between the double back air for Sheik, where she can punish you, and that's exactly what happened.
And Sheik, being only at 20%, right? Like not nearly in hit stun long enough for that conversion to work.
Oh my God, poor Flashfire. This looks brutal.
Yeah. I feel like at its core, even though both these characters like have new tools, I feel like this is still very much a melee matchup. And like Sheik very much invalidates a lot of the like low mid tiers and low tiers in melee already. And just I feel like she's really strong against like fatties. So
Yeah.
it's a rough time.
Yeah, this is not a character you want to run into when you play a heavyweight. Flashfire making the best of it, I think, but you know, there's only so much you can do in his situation. He's not getting brutalized, at least. Just Drephen will get into chains where he'll like chain grab from 0 to 80, and that sucks as a heavyweight. But the reason you're heavyweight is sometimes you can live for a little bit longer through it.
That's another 2-0.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to be the case here. Drephen 2-0ing Flashfire.
I hope he